Story time. Hey, first time doing this. Hope you enjoy it. It should be fun. Well, let me tell you a story. 2 days ago, I was at Starbucks in Houston. Very nice Starbucks. I enjoy Starbucks. I go there. I don't usually get coffee, and when I do, it's good. You know, people talk about it being a corporate coffee, and I get that, but I like it because you can expect the same kind of thing. Sometimes they're different, especially the ones in the mall or ones in Target. Of course, I rarely ever. There's a few that we went to one at Target. This is really good, but I get like a bagel, and so that's why I'm in Starbucks usually. And I was in Starbucks, and I was gonna go get a bagel, so I got in line. It was just me. I got in line behind this guy, middle-aged guy, and he was talking small talk to the the cashier, and he was basically just talking friendly, and but she wasn't really into it. Some people, you go to a cashier. My desktop's lighting this up. You go to a cashier and you're talking and they're, like, oh, beautiful day, eh? And then they're just, can I help you? Or something, And she was like that. But for a good reason, I'll tell you why. This guy, obviously, was a little too talkative. There's people like that. He's very talkative. And he was saying, like, I get this at McDonald's. And, this. Oh, that was just talking every detail of everything. Then he looked behind me. So it was like this. He's at the camera is me, and I'm talking to the person. And he looks behind me like this. And he turns back. So that was weird, and so I thought maybe he was annoyed, like maybe he thought I wasn't in the right place, so I went 90 degrees, I turned 90 degrees, and he did it again, but even weirder this time. He was like, looking straight in my eyes, and I said, he looked at my shirt first, and I said, you like my shirt? And I had a random shirt on, just said something, it had nothing, he just looking at it, you like the shirt? And he said, yeah, I'm a narcotics officer. There's a lot of methamphetamine around here. There's a lot of methamphetamine. And I said, what does that have to do with the shirt? A lot of methamphetamine around here. Oh, yeah, it's got nothing to do with the shirt. And then he said, right after that, you see the traffic around here? It's really crazy. It's going back and forth. And you get that feeling when you're like terrified? And for a stupid, shouldn't have been terrified. I wasn't terrified. But it was kind of uncomforting because, this weird man talking to me, and he wasn't too, he was just, what? So that made me think, after a while, he was doing stuff like that, and then he went back, I went outside, I think I told my mom about it, and then he was talking to some other guy at the place, and just random guy he was talking to. I don't think it was his friend. Like, what is he? Maybe he was talking about how crazy the trees are, and notice the traffic and the bugs crawling around or something like that. And he sat back down after he talked, and he looked at the person, and he was like, he's just talking to himself, and he was looking at him like doing that. It was the weirdest thing ever. And, I've seen people, I'm pretty familiar with drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't want to do drugs. But, I'm interested in I watch documentaries, Drugs Inc., stuff like that, anything I can find on YouTube. I'm a big YouTube junkie, so I watch pretty much anything. And drugs is one of those. So I'm pretty familiar with the types of drugs. And he said he was a narcotics officer, which I don't think was true. Maybe he was a narcotics officer that took some of the samples, like the meth samples, and smoked it. Because I mean, he was certainly on meth. I mean, I don't see why not, because he was so shifty, and he was just switching subjects, and his eyes were like this, and he was pretty hyper. And, I've seen people on drugs, I've seen people stoned, they're just, I've seen crazy people. I went to San Francisco. I love San Francisco. It's so pretty there. But there are a lot of crazy people. A lot of people on drugs, and just weirdos, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed meeting the different people. I'll do a whole other story time video of that if you want to see that. But I've never seen someone on meth, and I think this is the best place to see someone on meth. And I'm saying that because if I were in an alley somewhere or on a street and I met someone, or in the country met someone on meth and not around from anyone else, then I would be a little tad more freaked out. But I was curious, so I kind of wanted to stick around this guy. It was weird, and anyways, that's pretty much it. That's my Starbucks tweaker story. Yeah, never seen anyone on meth. It was quite interesting, quite weird, quite creepy experience. Thought it was worth sharing. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want more of these Storytime videos, okay? Because they're fun to make. I can just sit here and I can do them, and I can just talk to the camera. Alright, see ya. Don't do meth.